Hi everybody, welcome back to Tranquil Heart Yoga. I'm Tom Pearson, one of the instructors here, and now we're going to do some balancing postures with modifications. So let's start off in child's pose. Just come to all fours and place your hips as close to your heels as you can and reach towards the front edge of your mat. And just take a few deep breaths, inhaling, feeling the expansion. And exhale, feel yourself relax. Take one more deep inhale, expand in all directions. And exhale, just settle deeper into the position. Good, then inhale, come on up to all fours. Make sure your wrists are right underneath the shoulders. You spread your fingers out wide, making sure either your middle finger or your forefingers are parallel to each other. But don't have the hands flayed out to the side like that. Make sure your fingertips are pointing straight ahead. And let's begin to move into a little balancing posture called the balancing cat. So as you inhale, let's take the right leg straight back behind you. Press through the heel. Think of lengthening rather than lifting. So you'll press through the heel and point the toes down. Make sure not to lift the right hip up. Keep the hips square. Draw the navel in so that your belly doesn't sag and you sink into the shoulders. Keep lifting out of the shoulders, placing very little weight through the wrists. And when you have your balance and stability right here in this position, inhale, take the left arm along the ear again, thinking of lengthening rather than lifting. Draw the navel in. Allow the spine to round a little bit so that you have a very strong core. You can stay here if you'd like for the next few breaths, or we can add a little dynamic motion. So as you exhale, let's lower the hand and the foot, barely tapping the toes and fingers down, and inhale, lift it right back up. And 4, lower down, exhale. Inhale, lift. 3, 2, last one. Good. Inhale, reach. So keep lengthening. Good. Now let's take the arm out to the side if you can, or you can lower the hand back down to the floor. Bend your right knee and let's get into the hip a little bit. So press the heel up, press up for 5 and lower. Keep the chest lifted, 4. And down halfway. Inhale, up 3. Exhale, down 2. 1. Lift, hold. Continue developing strength and stamina. Or if you'd like to go for a little flexibility, see if you can reach back and catch that right foot with your left hand. And then see if you can pull the heel away from the hip to open up the chest a little bit and breathe about 5 breaths here. Find your balance. Find your breath. Find your stability. One more deep inhale. And slowly begin to release. Place the hand on the floor. Bring your knees together. Exhaling, shifting back into child's pose. Press the hips back towards your heels. Stretch out. Return to that expansive inhale. And press the hips back through the exhale. Feel free to stay here for the next breath or 2 as we go through what we call a little vinyasa, a little sequence of poses. Very simple. If you'd like to join me, you can. Otherwise, just stay here in child's pose for the next few breaths. Inhale, come back up to all fours. Tuck your toes and press the hips up to the sky for the downward facing dog. Draw the navel in. Stretch out. Good. As you inhale, let's go into plank, the high push-up position. Make sure the body flattens out. Drop the knees down if you need to, and then exhale, lower the chest. Inhale, let's come up into a little cobra.
And then exhale, we'll slide back into the child's pose, passing through the 8-point posture if you can, and press right back into child's pose.
And we're all back together. If you are taking a break for a few breaths, we're right back ready for you to join us again. Inhale, come on up to all fours again, preparing for balancing cat on the left side. So a micro adjustment here, pulling the navel in, slightly rounding the back. So we're not sinking, we're never sinking into the pose, always lifting. Good. And then whenever you're ready, as you inhale, let's bring the knees a little closer together and take the left leg straight back behind you. Again, thinking of lengthening rather than lifting, and trying to keep the hips squared rather than lifting the hips up. So keep your hips pointing both down. Good. When you find balance and stability in this position, take the right arm along the ear and reach. Good. Once you find stability and balance here, you can stay if you'd like, or let's add a little dynamic to this. So take the hand and the foot down, barely tapping. Inhale, lift it back up. And 4, exhale, coming down. Inhale, lift up. 3, 2, exhale, inhale, rise. Last one. Inhale, good. Now take the arm out to the side. Let's bend the knee behind us and let's press the heel up. 5, and exhale over. Inhale, press. 4, good. And 3, 2, last one. Hold here, building strength and stamina, or if you'd like, and are able to reach back and catch the foot or ankle with that right hand, then open up the chest, pull the heel away from the hip to lift. Open up, breathe, about 5 breaths. Maintain your balance and stability. Keep the breath flowing. If your breath becomes shaky or unstable, then back off a little bit. Good. One more deep inhale. Then begin to exhale. Release the arm down to the floor. Straighten out the leg. Bring the knees together and sit back in child's pose. Good. And then when you're ready, as you inhale, everybody will come up to all fours. We'll tuck the toes into the floor and exhale, press the hips back and up. Downward facing dog. Now from here, you can walk the hands back to the feet, or if you need to lower the knees first and then walk the hands back with the knees on the floor, that's fine. Finding your way back to the back edge of the mat. Go ahead, bend your knees, and inhale, begin to roll up vertebra by vertebra. At the end of the inhale, shoulders will reach up, and the shoulders will go down the back, away from the ears to the exhale. Good. Inhale, arms will go overhead along the ears. Interlace your fingers, press the palms up. Exhale, lean over to the right. Inhale to the center. Exhale to the left. Inhale back up. Exhale, hands moving behind the back. Interlace your fingers again. Inhale, open the heart, slight back bend. Exhale, fold forward. Hands moving away from the hips, drawing the navel in. Good. Bend your knees, inhale into a little chair pose. And then exhale, reach up, and the arms will go halfway down to the side. Pause here. This will create a little more balance for you as you shift your weight over to the left foot. Bring your right knee halfway up. If you need to place a hand on the wall to maintain your balance and stability here, feel free to move closer to the wall. That's perfectly fine for you. And now let's rotate the foot. So draw circles with your toes. And find a point on the floor that you can maintain. Aspect of yoga called the drishti, or the gaze. Good, now let's rotate the other way a few rounds. Good.
Now straighten the leg and point and flex the foot. Keep breathing deeply. Good. Now bend the knee. Take the knee out to the corner or all the way out to the side. If you need help, you can place the heel on the ankle. You can place the foot below the knee on the calf, or you can bring the foot all the way above the knee to the inner thigh. But please don't rest the foot on the knee, okay? And this is tree pose. So become a tree and grow your limbs. Take a few breaths. One more deep inhale. Exhale, take the arms out to the side. Bring the knee back to the side. Return it to the center. And release the arms and the leg down. Let's take a moment to reset the hips. So inhale, arms reach overhead. Interlace your fingers, press the palms up. Exhaling gently over to the right. Inhale to the center. Exhale, go to the left. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, hands reaching behind the back. Interlace your fingers. Inhale, open the heart, slight back bend. Exhale, fold forward again. Drawing the navel in, hands moving away from the hips. Inhale, let's swing our arms back into a nice little chair pose. Exhale, reach up and part the clouds, taking the arms halfway out to the sides. Good, now shift the weight over to the right foot, bringing the left knee halfway up. Good, find your balance. Find that spot on the floor or the wall in front of you to maintain your gaze. So find that spot and hold it. Now big circle with the toes. Keep the knee right where it is. And then rotate the other way a few rounds. Good, and straighten the leg, point and flex, point, flex, just a few times. Good, bring the knee back up halfway, take the knee either to the corner or all the way to the side, and then you can lower the heel to the ankle. This can be your tree pose and grow your limbs however you'd like. You can place the foot on the calf, pausing here for a few breaths, or you can bring the knee the foot all the way above the knee to the inner thigh. Finding tree pose with the foot above the knee, and sometimes you may fight with the posture and it will always win, so give up the fight. Just enjoy the balance wherever it is. Good. And now take the arms back out halfway, knee up halfway, bring the knee to the center, and then exhale, release everything down. Good. And then from here, you can just kind of roll the hips out, balancing out the energy through the legs, and take a few breaths in Tadasana.